Am I live? Alright, I think I am live. Alright. Well, we will see. What goes on from here? Everything looks fine. In fact, I should probably just have that open. Anyways, hello, welcome to the stream, everyone. We are playing Cities Skylines today. It has been forever since I have played this game. We've started a new city called Westwood? Okay, I need to change the name of this. How do I change the name? Here we go. I wrote down at work like a couple of names. We're gonna call this Morrisville. Why not? Sounds boring, I know. We've got the groundwork for a decently sized city here. I'm very bad. I am dog shit at planning these like in cities. I am completely dog shit at like planning in this game. It's terrible. How's my bitrate looking? How's it looking? Message retweeted me. Thanks. Thanks, message, for retweeting me. Anyways, yes, we are live. I am chilling right now. We are building, hopefully, a large city. Again, I'm very bad at planning this kind of stuff. This is a pre-made map. I had to find a map that was pretty flat. I can't deal with terrain differences because everything just gets kind of fucked. We have some stuff going on here. We have downtown that is kind of built up. We have a central station that is fairly big. I want to, fuck around with this a bit more in the future. We have this area right here. This is all going to be industrial. All of this is just going to be industrial. That's why it's all industrial roads. And then we just kind of have some housing that, like, oh, I work in, the fucking meat grinder factory over here. The factory that slices off cow testicles, and I live in, my little 2-story Cleveland house right here. I live in my little, chateau or whatever. The current bitrate is lower. How do you change the bitrate? Well, let's figure that out. There we go. We will up the bitrate. There we go. Bitrate has been increased. Anyways, we have a little small town here that we are actively building. Oh! Or not a small town, like a little small neighborhood. It's nothing special. We have like at your alley. I forget that there are cities in this country that just don't have alleys, and it's like, okay. It's like, okay, cool. I go to visit family in like Minneapolis, and they just have an alley right next to their house, and I'm just like, oh yeah, that's a thing that exists. I forget. I fucking love these little small buildings. These bungalows, man. Oh, these bungalows look so cozy. Like, look at this one. Look at this one's like a little red roof. Like this is a nice house. That's all I need. I don't like big. I don't like big like houses. I like small little houses, small little like condominium type things, you know. Condominium, what the fuck am I saying? Like small little apartments. I don't need anything big. I would live in one of these. I wish these existed outside Chicago, you know? If like a little house that looked like that existed, like a small town, I'd be like, yeah, I'd live there. I'd live there. I don't know what I'm gonna put here. Maybe just more housing, but it feels weird to have housing right next to the fucking school. I guess I should put in a small parking lot because technically this city is supposed to be themed after the. I love when you put down a parking lot. Everyone just gets really happy. They're like, "Whoa! He put down a fucking parking lot! Whoa! Oh my god!" I just want to see what kind of houses we have here. We have a lot. I have so many fucking mods installed. I have way too many mods installed to it's just cluttered. You know what really pisses me off about this game? What really pisses me off is that if you have a mod, if you install a mod, sometimes it will just get rid of a building that you have like installed. So I'll load in the game and they'll be like, oh, there's an empty spot here because I just installed a building, in a new mod that just deletes the other building. It's annoying. But anyways, I don't know what else I'm going to put over here. Obviously, this is just going to be the small, like a small neighborhood that feeds into the factories we're going to have over here. We have the high school. We have the elementary school. You want to know what I should put here? I should put in a nice high school football. Oh, that doesn't fit. I guess we can put that there. That kind of works. Yeah, that works. And then we'll just we'll put it right there. There we go. That doesn't look too bad. And then I'll put in a parking lot, unfortunately. Did you guys see that they had a football game yesterday. It was the Vikings game in Dublin. And did you guys see the reaction from like some people online who were like, "Whoa! The football stadium is right in the middle of like a neighborhood." And it's like, yeah, that's typically how most stadiums in Europe like operate. They're in the middle of a neighborhood and aren't surrounded by like, you know, 50,000 parking spaces. That might be a bit hard to comprehend. I wonder if these guys go fucking crazy whenever they go to Wrigley Field. Yeah, that looks kind of cute. And then we'll put down some housing here. There we go. That's a cute house. We got that little charming place. I like these kind of houses. This like older, early 20th century housing stock. This is the best shit. Alright, you go the Midwest and the Northeast have the best housing stock in this country. You go down south, you go out west, the housing stock ain't it. It's goofy looking. It's all modern shit. Alright, you come out in the Midwest and it's like, oh yeah, this is like fucking great. A lot of this is probably just Pittsburgh, right? This has got to be like all Pittsburgh. There we go. I like this one. This one has a tree on it. This is a nice mid-size house. I like this minimalistic modern house. Oh boy. It's like that one meme where it's just like trying not to fit in. Oh, that's a cute looking house. That, you know, it says narrow suburban house, but I see a lot of houses like this in a lot of the small towns here in Minnesota. And even South Dakota. You go out to South Dakota, and there's a lot of houses that are like small like this. Especially in the middle of like farmland. You'll see a house like this next to a farm. In fact, this house looks pretty identical to it looks identical to my great aunt's house or something. I don't know. Gaming PCS house, exactly. That looks exactly like my old gaming PC. Not gonna lie. That looks... What the fuck? Okay, this one's like a square. This one is squarular. Way too squarular for me. Okay, this one's cool. This one looks like a fucking farm. A barn, not a farm. Then we have New Zealand Victorians. That doesn't really fit in with the theme we're going with. Where's like all the Midwestern houses? I think I zoomed past all of them. Oh, the ranch houses. There's a neighborhood pretty close to mine that is just like all of these. It's a neighborhood that was built probably in like the 70s, and it's just all like ranch houses like this, and it's just like I don't know. These are not that bad looking compared to modern suburbia, but these are like these look pretty grim. Where's modern suburbia? I have some. Here we go. This is like, this kind of looks like my house. I fucking hate these houses. These are way too big and are so fucking bland. No one needs this much house. No one on this planet needs this much house. I'm sorry. There's like 15 rooms in these houses. Okay, I'm over exaggerating a bit, but there's a bunch of rooms in these houses and no one needs them. No one. We have like 2 empty rooms upstairs in our house. We have an empty room downstairs, which is kind of storage right now for my mom's Christmas shit. And then we have the basement, which is unfinished, where most of my model train shit is. And it's like, why do we have such a big house? We have like so many empty rooms, and rarely anyone comes over to use the spare bedrooms. Oh my god. The Wisconsinite, the West Virginian. Ugh. Oh, we have a little church. Don't I have one of these already put down somewhere? I live in a neighborhood that's covered in houses like that? Yeah. That's unfortunately my neighborhood. But I've lived in suburbia my entire life. Except back in the early... Well, no, I shouldn't say except. I've always lived in suburbia. But back in the early 2000s when we lived in Florida, I lived in a neighborhood that had houses like this in the suburbs of Orlando. And we had a pool. I was not old enough to remember the pool because I was, fucking 2 years old when we moved up here. But, that's the one thing that I will miss, because again, I was not old enough to remember living down there, but having a pool was cool. Cause I'll go to South Dakota and my aunt has a pool and I'm like, I want one. Please give us a pool. Funny story. We actually almost built a pool. It was one of those like inflatable above ground ones. It was like 20 feet or something. It was a pretty big one. It was like 4 feet deep. It was like 20 feet wide. And my parents were arguing while like building it, and they didn't set it up, and it just sat in the backyard. And we had like some rodent infestation, no, some like bugs in our grass that just chewed through the bottom of it. And when we went to go and set it up, there was holes in it, and we're like, fuck. And we never set it up, and that was like a decade ago. So I've been poolless ever since. Again, these houses get me so bricked up. I wonder if I'm even making like this neighborhood look realistic enough. Oh well. We have these Cleveland houses. God, I wish Cleveland was such a bigger city than what it is, because these houses are so cool. I wish Cleveland had like half of the population Chicago did. Cleveland is such a cool city. I've only been there once, and we were just driving through during the middle of the night. But I fucked around with my parents' directions so that we could drive directly through Cleveland instead of taking one of the interstates that bypasses it. Oh, it's such a pretty city. Same with Cincinnati. We only drove to Cincinnati, and that's another one I need to visit. I visited Indianapolis once back in 2014 for like a day. There we go. There's like a Midwestern house. You will see shit like this, like in small towns in Minnesota, and you're like, holy shit. That's still too much house for anyone. But those houses are beautiful as shit. You go to Minneapolis, you go to St. Paul. Oh, wrong side. Some neighborhoods have houses that look like that, and this. I've been to Kansas City a couple times. We drove through there 2021, and then we stayed there for a day in 2016. That was our road trip that got fucked up because of a hurricane. So we stayed there on our way back. They have a nice stadium. It's a shame that it's in the middle of just a sea of parking. Yeah, these houses, every time I go to South Dakota, I see houses like this, and I'm like, fuck, I just want to pick one of these up and just move it. These are so cool. Like these big balconies, holy shit, these big balconies are so awesome. I want to be like one of those old guys that just sits in like a rocking chair on one of those balconies in like rural Kansas and just be like, This is what I do that I'm retired now. NZ 2 flats. I love these fucking 2 flats too. These are awesome. I love this one that looks like a castle. Like someone was just like, what if we built a castle? A small house that looks like a castle. In the middle of Chicago. Oh, designers were cooking in the 19th century. There we go. Oh, that's a cool color. Why can't we build houses like this anymore? Why don't they fucking look like shit? I will always hate modern housing in this country. You can't convince me that modern suburbia looks good. Every time we drive up and down our neighborhood, I'm like, these houses just look bland as fuck. And then I have family that lives in Minneapolis. And we go down there and I'm like, oh man, these fucking houses just get me bricked up. There we go. We got some cute variations of housing here. I wonder what goes on in this I wonder what goes on here. Better than saving money. Yeah, and it's like a lot of modern housing is just like, if a fucking tornado comes through, like, just your house is gone. In our old neighborhood, that's like 10 miles. No, not 10 miles. It's like 5 miles from where we live now. After, like, I want to say a year after we move out, they had an F0 tornado go through. And we drove through, and, like, there were houses that were just, like, missing parts of their roof. That had, like, holes in their roof. They had, like, siding torn off. And it's like, how do you, like, how does, like, a small, like a weak ass tornado come through and just do all of that? We've had siding blown off our house in like low end thunderstorms, and it's just like, what the fuck? Oh, here we go, the barn house again. Oh, that color, that looks like Amtrak colors. The in blue. Oh man. Here we go. We got some nice looking houses there. We got this. I like that purple up there. My god. We got some shabby, not too shabby looking houses. Again, we got this little rectangular thing. I like it. I like whatever goes on in this room. I want to be in that room. Whatever happens in there. Oh man. These, like, row houses from the Victorian era look pretty cool too. Mid-level. These are like, this looks like something you'd see in San Francisco. I don't know why. Lawton Street. This looks like something you'd see in Philadelphia. Probably is taken from Philadelphia, not gonna lie. West American House. Yeah, this is like, when were these built? This has got to be like 1930s, 1940s, right? I see buildings like this when I go visit family in South Dakota. Again, those like big balconies. God. We will put that there. That's like a shotgun shack. I don't want to build that there. That looks too depressing. That's way too big of a plot of land. What the fuck? We'll put down some more bungalows. Greystones. Yeah, these look pretty cool. I like... people are gonna be... Oh my god, I'm dying. People are gonna shit on me for this, but I like the way these look. I like boxy houses like that. Put down some more of those. Some Cleveland double deckers. That's a beautiful color right there. Again, Cleveland, such an underrated city. It's a shame Ohio is a blue state. It's a shame Ohio's a blue state because like not a blue state. It's a shame that Ohio is not a blue state because they have some great cities that are just fucked by the Republicans that are there. Kedzie 2 flats. Put some more of these down. We'll put this right here. Over here. Here we go. I need to find like a smaller apartment building to put on the edge here to make this look more uniform. Oh, that's too big. West Fort. What the hell? That's too big anyways. American row house. I don't like that these don't line up properly when you put them down. It's like, why do I need to? I don't get it. Here we go. See, like these line up properly, but I'm putting it in the wrong spot. There we go. That doesn't belong there. That looks too out of place. Put that there. These kind of row houses you would see in like eastern Pennsylvania, like Harrisburg, Allentown, Scranton, Wilkes-Barre. I love eastern Pennsylvania. Is fucking amazing. You go to eastern Pennsylvania and it's like holy shit, everything is so dense. And then you realize they have like no public transportation, and you're like, oh. It's just like, oh, okay, so everyone's just like forced to drive in these towns. It's nice because you can walk everywhere, but there's like no public transportation, especially inner city public transportation. It's just like, oh. We'll put 3 of those right there, right next to the high school. These I believe these models are taken from like Minneapolis, I believe. I think I've seen buildings like this before. I don't get down to Minneapolis much, but I know for a fact that we have buildings that look exactly like this. We'll put that right there. That looks goofy. And then we shall put just some row houses right next to it. Why not? Yeah, I think we'll do that, and then we'll put a small road right here. Just a tiny little... Why are you mad? Why do they get excited when I put down a parking lot, but then they get mad when I put down small road? Make up your mind, game. Here we go. We'll put that there. That looks a little out of place. It looks too European. We'll put small wall-to-wall condo. There we go. And then we'll put a corner. We'll put something on the corner here. What shall we do? Nah. I already put one of these buildings like somewhere over here. We will do... I don't know. Anyways, we have 5 people watching the stream, it looks like. Unless it says 5 views. I don't know if that's viewers or views. Anyways, how is everyone doing? I hope everyone is having a good Is it Monday already? Jesus Christ. I've been meaning to stream a lot more. I just haven't. I haven't had the energy to do it. I streamed back in like late June. And then after that I was like, I should stream again. Nah, I'm just gonna take a nap. I'm like, I'm just gonna take a nap today. I'm not going to stream. I have a lot more free time now, so it's like, should probably stream more, but I don't know. I am not a good streamer, I will say that. We will put some of these little, what is this? I don't know, Saint Union, what does that say? I have no idea. I've seen houses that look like this in Minneapolis quite often. Some of the neighborhoods have like these smaller apartment buildings, apartment blocks, whatever you want to call them. They look good. I think they look good. Hey, I'll see you around Backlash 9. Enjoy your lunch. We're gonna. This looks fucking stupid. We're gonna get rid of these. It don't really fit the vibe, if you know what I mean. You want to know what? We're gonna get rid of this. We're gonna get rid of this. We're gonna put that there. This building looks so fucking cool. How many floors is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's a cool looking building. I have a drink next to me that is really fucking good. I shouldn't be drinking Starbucks. And then I had someone was like, "Hey, do you want something from Starbucks?" I'm just like, "Well, if you're going there, I'll have iced mocha." Because I got like no sleep last night. I went to bed at like almost midnight. And I have to wake up at 3 a.m. for work, and it's like, yeah, that's probably not a good idea. Here we go. Minneapolis Apartments, right there. You see these in Minneapolis all the time. These things look great. Let's see what else we got here. NYC Row House. Oh, these. Oh, I forgot about these. Oh, let's go. We'll put down a couple. They kind of feel out of place, but I don't care. Oh, New York City is fucking amazing. These buildings look pretty cool. The one thing, I went to New York City last year with my parents, and I went and did my own thing. They went off and did their thing. They went to like one of the plays, and I went off and did my own thing. I took the Northeast Regional down to Philadelphia for the day, and I walked around a bit. I rode some of the iconic transit there, and then I kind of fucked off and went back to New York City earlier than I was really supposed to. I took an earlier Northeast Regional and went back to New York City, and then I went to Coney Island and just chilled at Coney Island for like like a couple of hours. I got like 4 rides in on the Cyclone, which that is probably the best roller coaster in the country. That is my favorite roller coaster I've ever rode. It is the Cyclone is awesome. And so I went there, and then I fucked back. I fucked off and went to back to Manhattan, and there was this pizza place. It was like it was like one of those cheap pizza places that's all over New York City. And there was this guy. He had to been like, I don't fucking know. He had to been like Eastern European. He kind of had like an accent from like, he kind of had like an accent or something. And holy fuck. That was probably the best slice of pizza I ever had. It was so damn good. It was like, my mind was blown. I was like, holy shit. That was a good pizza. My mind was just fucking blown because that pizza was so goddamn good. And then there was another day that I had a little bit of free time where my parents, I don't know what they did. They went somewhere, and I just went back to Coney Island. And I was going to go ride the Cyclone, but it had rained a little bit, and they had closed it because it had rained. And I'm like, oh, come on. Like, it was a tiny bit of rain. And then I went down to the beach. I was going to go down to the beach and dip my feet in the water. And they had the entire beach cordoned off. They had, like, they had, like, Coast Guard boats out there. They had helicopters overhead, shining lights. I'm like, what the hell's going on? There were, like, 3 kids that got washed out to sea and drowned. And I was like, holy shit, I was like, holy shit, what am I doing? What am I building that from there for? That sucked. But no, I had a great time in New York City. And we had finally, it was that trip we had finally made it out to like some of the like outer parts of like Queens and Brooklyn. And it's just like, those places are fucking beautiful. We went to some diner in Brooklyn and I was like, holy shit, that is good food. New York City, if I had to choose one city on this planet to eat food at for the rest of my life, it's in New York City. They have everything. They have everything. Okay, they don't have Waffle House, which is sad, but they have literally everything, and it's really good. New York City is like easily the best city in America. I wish I lived there, but it is so expensive. If MTA, if you want a conductor, reach out to me. I will gladly become a conductor if you guys just hook me up with like a year's worth of rent. Hook me up with like a small apartment and a year's worth of rent, and I will gladly be a conductor for you guys. You have to pay me too, obviously. But man, New York City and Chicago are like my top 2 places I'd live. Boston's up there. I'd live in Boston. I'd live in DC. DC's like, I would live in DC, but it's just like, there's just a lot of snobby like liberal people there. It's just like, I don't know. Plus, like, you're in DC, right? So like, if a war breaks out, it's like New York City and DC are the first 2 places to get nuked, okay? Which is, kinda sad. Oh man, these houses. This is like, these are like Pittsburgh houses, 100% Pittsburgh houses. We should save the game? I want to look at Pittsburgh real quick. Oh, I had someone join the stream, and then they left. They probably heard me talking about New York City getting nuked, and they were like, I'm good. I'm like, hey, listen, I live in New York City. I'm good, okay? Let's take a look. Let's go to Earth. I fucking love Google Earth. This is like the greatest thing ever invented. I was looking at Milwaukee the last time. Let's take a look at Schittsburg. Pittsburgh. Some people say this is the best skyline in the United States. I don't know. It's pretty good, but it's no New York City or Chicago. It's pretty good. Oh, why does it auto default to the bottom deck? No, why do you do that? Stop it. Stop putting me on the bottom deck. God damn it. There we go. Alright. You turn around and it's just this. You can't even see the fucking skyline. Here we go. It's gonna put me on the bottom deck, isn't it? Nope. Okay. Let's see. There we go. That's a pretty good look at the Pittsburgh skyline. I keep forgetting just how built up Pittsburgh is. It's a pretty impressive city. What is that? The U.S. Steel Tower. That's like a top 5 skyscraper in this country for me. That's such a fucking beautiful building. You have the Gulf Tower. Fun fact: this building was like they bombed this building back in like the mid 70s. They detonated a bomb towards like the top of the building. If that like destroyed the building, that would have been insane. Thankfully, it didn't. Destroy the building. But holy crap! And then they built a new skyscraper. Is it? Yeah, right here. That's the newer. I think that's one of the newest buildings in the city. PPG Arena. They need to build more buildings. One of the things that pisses me off is that cities in this country just don't build enough like buildings. Like stop waiting for developers to build a building. Build that shit yourself, man. Come on in and build that shit yourself. We have a lot. There's a lot of cool buildings here in Pittsburgh, but they're mostly over here. They're mostly on the other side. Here we go. Right here, just a bunch of houses right in a row. Look at this. Like, look at these buildings. These buildings look awesome. Why do so many people hang hang American flags? I will never understand that. What is that? Is that drywall? Oh, someone got something delivered. Again, like, oh my god, these buildings just look beautiful. Wow. Like, just look at this overhang here. You don't see shit like this ever in new buildings. And some people are just like, these buildings are too small. These houses are too small for my family. Too many people are just like, oh, these houses are too small for my family. I can't raise a family here. And it's just like, they have no yard. And then they get like a house with like a massive yard and they use it like twice a year. And it's just like, okay. Let's see. Let's compare it to suburban Pittsburgh. Let's go out to like the modern suburbs. Where's the modern suburbs of Pittsburgh? Pittsburgh. Hello. Okay, there's Pittsburgh right there. What is that? Mount Oliver. Ugh. Is that one of those tax exempt, like, we broke off from Pittsburgh to become a tax exempt community or something? Here we go. Here's modern suburbia of Pittsburgh. Oh, we can't see it. Here we go. Here's modern suburbia. Oh, wow. Wow, look at how cool those look. Whoa, look at this. That's awesome building right there. Here we go. Here's like a more, this is 90s. More modern suburbia. It's like, whoa, dude, look at my house, man. Look at my big yard that I never use. Wow, I need a house with this big of a yard that I never use. Here we go, here's more. That's more like, this is more 70s. Is there, come on, there's gotta be like newer stuff somewhere. Here we go. Here's newer. This is like 2000s. Again, people with like these big ass yards that they just never use. Okay, it's not letting me see any newer dates. This is why, like, Americans are so fucking selfish, because it's like, we need a yard this big, and then they contribute like a trillion amount to global warming. It's crazy. What the hell? I don't know. I keep getting bombarded by Discord notifications. Yeah, these... Oh, holy shit. These fucking high schools, man, are like so huge. Yeah, suburban high schools are massive and get like a shitload of funding, and then you go to like the inner city and it's just like, can we have clean drinking water, please? No. Fuck you. Are they building a new highway? Why? What? Are they building a new highway here? Why? What? 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 It's like, it's so funny with like right-wingers, because they'll be like, why should we invest in these shrinking cities? And then like 5 seconds later it's like, oh dude, look at this new highway we're building. Why are they... What the fuck? Who is this for? What? They're like building a giant ass new highway. Oh my god, this thing's fucking gargantuan. Holy shit. What the fuck? I like this trestle bridge. It's like how fucking old this trestle bridge is, and you have this new highway. Trestle? I don't know. Trestle. It's like, replace the trestle bridge. New highway? Yes. Monfayette Expressway. Let's take a look. Fayette Expressway. Why? Why are they building this? It's like going... Where's it even going to? Is it going into like... Is it connecting to 376? Like what the hell is this? Why? Did they clear all of this for the highway? What? What? It's going all the way to Penn Lincoln East. I don't... Is this Penn Lincoln? No, that's US Highway 42 or whatever. Wait, where? Okay. I don't know where this is going. This is going through East... Okay, this is going, like, past Wilkesburg. This is going near Leak Run. Leak Run. What? It's going all the way up there? What the hell? Why? Who needs this? It's going through West Muffin. Wait, so is it just following the rail line? What the hell? Okay. Sure. I guess we need a new highway in western Pennsylvania. Awesome. Anyways, let's take a look at some of the housing stock here. This is McKeansport. Is that how you spell it? McKeesport. Oh man, some of these. What I fucking love about Pittsburgh is it has some amazing suburbs that are like towns that were big once and have like a bunch of old housing stock that looks really beautiful. And you know, they've obviously shrunken since then, but man, like these row houses just look so fucking nice. Okay, that one is obviously most likely abandoned, but damn. Okay, what is going on with that roof? That I don't... Oh, look at that one. That is such a beautiful house, and it's just rotting, unfortunately. Sag. Here we have some... Whoa! Okay, this blue house looks cool. This blue house... This house is obviously abandoned. What's going on over here? I don't know. Uh-oh. Oh, fuck. Oh, I'm sorry. I did not mean to sneeze like that into the mic. Look at all this old industry. God, Pittsburgh is such a beautiful city. Alright. Let's pick up where we left off. We were building... I don't know what to name this neighborhood. But it's all going to feed into the factories that we have here. We're going to have factories here and up here. We have our power plants over here. I think I'm going to have another major industrial area right here. This one's going to have like iron mills and everything. Steel mills, not iron mills, steel mills. And then, I don't know. We're going to have a big bridge crossing up here. And we're going to have some small towns along the waterfront here. In fact, I think I'm just going to build that now. Yeah. Let's see. We're going to do 4-lane highway. Anyways, we have... Looks like we have 9 people watching. How is everyone doing? I hope everyone is having a great day. It is fucking Monday. I can't believe it. The weekend goes by like way too quick now. When I was a kid, it was like, the weekend kind of just, you know, happens. Now as an adult, it's like, oh, the weekend just like, everything just flies by now. Every year is just fast. Which is probably a sad thing or a good thing, I don't know. Summer just goes by way too quickly. It just feels like yesterday I was celebrating 4th of July, and now it's like, oh, hey, it's September 29th. Is it? Yeah, it is September 29th. It's like, whoa. Okay, this bridge should probably be higher. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, you want? We're just gonna destroy the bridge and rebuild it. This looks like shit. I don't like. For some reason, like half of the bridge has Oh yeah. I can just do that. And then... Okay, so then why does this section not have it? I don't get it. Yeah. Okay, that's fucked. Let's not do that. There we go. Yeah, that looks normal, I guess? I don't know. We'll do that. And then we will not do that. Oh, turn that off. There we go. There, that looks fine. That... Okay, this looks fucking stupid. Never mind. There we go. Now it looks less stupid. I don't know how to like do half the shit in this game that makes stuff look good. But you know, we're learning. Even though I have like 600 hours in this game. So now we'll have this bridge over here. This will take us to some small town that'll be over here, some smaller towns over here. I think I'll have... I don't know how I'm going to do this, but I think I'll have a rail line kind of branch off this way and connect to some towns over here, and then we'll have one come up here and over, and then kind of come into here for commuter rail. Speaking of commuter rail, we should probably set up a line. How are we going to do this? I guess there. I don't know what to call this line. I think we'll just call it like the factory shuttle or something. We'll call it the northern shuttle. I guess this direction here will be north, that direction will be south. So we'll call it the northern shuttle. Shit. We need to go into trains and passengers. First, this game is really messed up. If you delete some of the... Yeah, there we go. Okay, that should be fine. And then we will remove... How do I turn this off? Remove driving? Remove parked? There we go. Allow this vehicle to respond. No thank to spawn. The Avalia Liberty. Nah. Okay. Now that we have that in place, let's go over to the lines here. There we go. That's a lot easier. Where is it? There we go. The Bud RDC. We will make this like a darkish blue. Northern Shuttle. That's fine. And then I think we can search up RDC. Passenger capacity 60. Have a maximum speed of 160, which I believe 160 is 99 miles per hour, I believe. Actually, I think we'll shoot for 150. And then we'll have an acceleration of like 0.9, brake of 0.5. I'm not gonna fuck with turning. Yeah, I think that's good. This will be 150. We'll do acceleration of 1, I guess. We'll do 0.5. Okay. What do you see? 3 car. What is this? We'll do 150 again. 9. There we go. I wish there was more RDC variations in this game. It's just the PRSL and the regular RDC. But that's fine. I guess you can just customize your own. We need to put in water soon. I don't think anyone in this city has water. Oh no. I guess right here we'll put in 2 water tanks. There we go. And I'll connect it to the rest of the city later. I'll do the pipes later. Let's see, what else? What kind of buildings do we have here? We need more for the city, for like the skyline. What is that? Commonwealth. You want? We'll put it right there. That fits. That looks nice. There we go. That kind of looks like a mid-century building, I guess. We'll put that right there. The Law and Finance building. Interesting. Okay, that looks pretty cool. I like buildings that look like this. This kind of looks like the one in St. Paul, but just without like the big 1 on it. We'll put it in the corner because it has like that little corner piece there. So we gotta find something to put there. The Morgan building. What is that? Oh, okay. The RBC Center. Do I have space for this? What if I put it right there? How does that look? That looks pretty good. That could be like the newest building we've built in the city. The wheelhouse. What are these? Oh, that's just one of the buildings I installed. This looks like something you'd see in like St. Louis. St. Louis or like Minneapolis. Like an early 20th century, late 19th century building. Is that it? Oh yeah, we have this. I can't really put it down anywhere over here. Oh well. We'll do this. Wow, why does it look like that? There we go. Okay, that looks goofy. But we'll keep this over here. This will be the town hall for whatever little community we build. Royal, I don't know what that stands for, RBC.
Royal Bank of Canada, maybe? I don't know. Well, I am going to unfortunately end the stream. This wasn't a very long one. I'll probably stream again tomorrow. I'll be more prepared this time. Um, my stomach is on fire right now, so I'm gonna unfortunately end the stream there. Uh,